name is Sands. I'm an actress and a filmmaker. On this channel, I really want to build a community of actors who can lean on each other and lift each other up in this ever-changing and fluctuating industry. I want you guys to lean on each other and encourage and lift each other up to chase each other's dreams. And I want to create a safe place for actors and creatives. If you're new here, welcome! And if you're back, I'm so glad you're here. Oh my gosh, today in this video, we're talking about what to expect for your first time on set. If you're preparing to go onto set, oh my gosh, congratulations! That is so exciting! And if you're just trying to figure out what the big deal is about being on set and what you can expect, that's awesome! I'm glad you're here and that you're curious and interested in this topic. I want to share with you guys professional etiquette, what to expect, what to bring, the type of people you'll talk to, understanding call sheets and schedules, and how to calm your nerves and soak up the experience, and what your day might look like. This is just a tiny glimpse into the things that you'll expect and see when you're on set. Before your big day on set, I want you to remember to prepare as much as you can. Sometimes they'll have wardrobe for you, maybe you've already done a fitting, or maybe if it's a short film or indie project, you're bringing your own clothes. Make sure you've filled out any paperwork required and you've checked the call sheet a million times. Make sure that you see next to your name your time of arrival and that you're there at least 15 minutes early. Bring a bag, bring a water bottle, bring extra snacks if you have a special preference, and bring a book and headphones. Once you arrive on set, you'll either be transported or self-reporting, and once you're on set, you'll most likely follow a map that was given to you in your email, and you'll make sure that you go to the holding and the crew parking. You'll most likely actually be at base camp or crew parking. So when you get to crew parking, you might get in a van and transport over to base camp. Base camp is where all the trailers are, and there's hair and makeup and wardrobe and the base camp PA and the AD's trailer, and if you have a trailer, then your trailer would be there too. If you're a day player, then you might not have a trailer, and you'll just report to the base camp PA, who should be waiting for you when you arrive. The base camp PA will tell you everything you need to know about the day, and they'll take you into hair and makeup if they're ready for you, or you'll go into the wardrobe trailer and they'll get your outfit ready. There might be some downtime because the directors and ADs might not be ready for you on set yet. If it's an early morning, you might be able to go get some breakfast first at catering, and if everything is in one location, then you'll be able to walk around from base camp to set to catering. But if everything is spread out a little bit, then you'll most likely take vans from place to place with the transportation department. And you'll get to know Transpo very well. The van drivers are always very nice. So the base camp PA will tell you everything you need to know, when you need to be on set, and if they need you or if you have time to wait. You might not meet the AD or director until you get on set. Maybe they'll come greet you, but most of the time you'll meet them once you arrive on set, if you haven't already met them. The director, as you may know, will talk you through the scenes and the character, but the AD helps you stay on schedule and helps you to know which scenes you're filming next. Once it's time for you to go to set, you'll either walk over there, or you'll be taken in a van and you'll talk to the set PAs. You'll most likely talk to the key set PA, and they will keep you on track and keep track of everywhere you are. Don't be creeped out if you go to the bathroom and they follow you, or if you go to Crafty to get a snack and they are like keeping close eyes on you and keeping a close watch of you. All of the PAs and all of the crew members have walkie-talkies and earpieces so they can communicate to each other, and a lot of times when the director needs you on set, they'll communicate, hey, what's so-and-so's 20, where's Cameron's 20, and the PA will have to say, oh, she's 10-1, which means she's in the bathroom, or she's at Crafty. What's your 20 means where are you on set. You might not really need to know this stuff, but for me, as a productions assistant in the past, I have found it very helpful on set as an actor to know what the PAs are saying, because when I hear 10-1 and 20 and all of these different things, or go to 2, they're going to channel 2 on the walkie-talkie, you'll overhear a lot of what the PAs are saying on set, and you don't necessarily need to know it, but for me it's been helpful to understand it. It's also been really helpful for me to know how crucial it is to communicate to the PAs when you're walking away from their eyesight and out of their view, because you don't want them to be scrambling looking for you for 20 minutes when they need you and they just saw you and they don't know where you are, but the director is like, hello, time is money, we need to get rolling here, or the producers or the ADs are all looking for you. It's just set etiquette to communicate to your PAs where you're going, or if you have to step away for a moment. The first AD and second AD, and sometimes second AD, or in other parts of the US it's called third AD, I think. Third AD. Where I'm from, we say first AD, second AD, and second AD. So they're all a part of the AD department along with the PAs, the production assistants, and they will be your right hand go-to people. They will communicate to you where you need to be, what scene you're shooting, and when lunches and things like that. The call sheet will also most likely say when lunches, but you get the point. When you're talking to wardrobe and makeup in your trailer in the morning, you can go over your lines. When you're on set and you're meeting all these new people, it's a great reminder to keep an inside voice because you don't want to disrupt people when they're working or setting up lights or equipment. It's also very important to stay clear of all of the equipment because it can be very dangerous if they're shooting on a big dolly or the cranes, and you don't want to go anywhere near them. They'll have safety meetings, but don't walk around aimlessly because you don't want to walk into a C-stand or a light or a flag or anything. You'll meet so many people from so many different departments, but when you're there, I think the PAs will walk you through any questions that you have. A lot of people say that being on set is kind of like hurry up and wait, because you hurry up and get there and then you're waiting for hours until they actually need you. But if you have a bigger role, then it could be a lot more hustle and bustle and go, and you're going from scene to scene, and it could be a lot more fast-paced. A lot of times they also want to try and get you in and out. If you're a day player and you only have a few lines, you might get to set early and you might be on set all day and be in holding until they're ready for you, or they might have you come in, say your lines, and then you leave and it's really quick. But a lot of times you are there all day even if they don't need you for filming all day. That's why it's important to bring a book or bring something to keep you entertained. It's not super appropriate to bring your phone on set, but everybody does anyway. And just don't take pictures if you're not allowed to. Try to respect your NDAs. And of course, people will still take pictures, but do it as respectfully and appropriately as you can. It's really not proper set etiquette to take pictures, but I know people are going to anyway. So if you do, just do it in a very respectful manner and try to ask permission first. Treat everybody with respect, your peers, your coworkers, the people in the other departments, your PAs, the stand-ins, the extras, the background talent. Be kind to everybody. Be kind and respectful because you want to be someone who other people want to work with. Don't be a diva. I know if you're my community and you're one of my subscribers, you're not the type of person to be a diva or a meanie on set, but just to make sure, be respectful and kind and polite on set. Also, always have a listening ear. Of course, you can have conversations and talk to people when you're on set. Get to know other people, make friends on set. But if you're hearing one of the PAs or the ADs, the director or the sound guy, anybody make an announcement, you listen. Your conversations are not more important than anything that anybody on set has to tell you. And remember to introduce yourself as well. If somebody is super busy and they're running around like a chicken with their head cut off, it's not because they they're busy. The people on set are busy. They are go, and there might not be a lot of downtime for you as an actor on set until lunchtime. But even lunchtime may feel super rushed, at least for a crew member. But as an actor, you might have time to talk to other people. You won't have a walkie in your ear the whole time, so you won't know when the PAs are trying to listen through the walkie to hear important and crucial information. So if you're trying to talk to a PA and they're like this, don't take it personally. And if you're eating in the wardrobe given to you, just try to be as careful as you can to not get food or drink spilled on your outfit. They might have you change or wear a bib. It just depends on the set. Another thing you'll do when you arrive on set, you'll get mic'd up. So the PA will most likely take you to the sound department and they will run a mic through your clothes respectfully. They'll have you do it and they'll have you put it in your clothes and make sure the battery is on, make sure it's rolling and cut when it's appropriate. They might use a boom mic as well. well, but the majority of the time, if you're in a scene and you're speaking, you'll get mic'd up by the sound department beforehand. If you're on this shoot for a long time, you'll become best friends with the sound department because they'll see you every single day before you start your scene, because you can't have a movie without sound, so they'll make sure that you're mic'd up every day before you start filming. If you have to go to the bathroom but your mic is still connected to your outfit, it's okay. Just talk to the sound guys beforehand and figure out the best method. You don't have to take it off every time you go to the bathroom. They might have you unplug just the mic part from the pack, or they might have you switch it off, or just don't touch it, and they don't roll when you're not filming, so it's not listening to you use the bathroom. Another thing that's very important to expect and to be prepared for when you're on set is the elements. If it's going to be super cold or super hot, you want to bring water and stay super hydrated. If it's super cold, they might provide little hot packets for your hands, but you want to bring as much as you can for yourself to stay comfortable and to not expect everything to be provided for you from the crew. But a lot of times on big union projects, you'll have everything you need there. If you need a mint, the makeup department might have mints for you. If you need bug spray or sunscreen, then the set medic might have some for you. A lot of times, if you start to get a headache or need some medicine, then you can ask the PA to call the medic non-emergency and they can bring you some medicine. Another thing that is crucial on set is to know your lines, but also to be prepared if they provide you the sides and they have changed last minute. You'll get a little pack of sides, which is your script for the day, and making sure you're prepared with your lines is so crucial. So you'll definitely get acquainted with the sound department and the PAs and the AD department, of course the director, your fellow actors who you're working alongside with, the transportation department, Crafty, who sets up a beautiful array of snacks for you throughout the day, and catering, who makes your breakfast in the morning and your lunch in the afternoon. Or if you're on a night shoot, you might have breakfast at night and lunch in the middle of the night. Another crucial thing to do before you go on set is to keep a positive attitude. You might be there and it's the 12th hour and you're starting to get exhausted, but stay kind, polite, and nice. If you're someone on set who stays enthusiastic and upbeat the entire day, that morale and energy that you bring on set will be infectious to everyone else. Ask questions and get to know everybody. There's the gaffers who do the lighting and the electric department, and the grip who do a lot of the physical, technical, I'm blanking. I can't even explain what they do right now. For some reason, I can't explain what they do, but they'll have like an apple box, which is a wooden box. I don't know, there's so much to know on set that a lot of times you just learn by being there firsthand in person, learning physically in the experience. Of course, you'll know the props department as well, and the set dressing department. Don't move any furniture or props if you can, because those are other departments' jobs. And if you're on a union set, it's not allowed to like do another person's job. So a lot of times, if the set dressers need to move a couch, you can offer to help, sure, but most of the times they're going to say, no, we've got it, because you're not technically allowed to help do other departments' job. And that's something that's very important to know on a union set as well. Just prepare to be there all day and keep up your enthusiasm, even when you get tired. And remember to be as respectful as you can, because people are doing a job and you don't want to distract them when they're listening in the walkie, or if they're talking about something very important, or if they're having a safety meeting. You want to network, of course, and make friends and have a great time there, or talk through the scene with your scene partner if you want to. You want to feel comfortable and confident on set. You want to feel like you're meant to be there and that you have a place on set. But it's also super important to listen and to be able to respond when you're needed. There's so much hustle and bustle on set, and if you're a fly on the wall when you're not actually acting in the in-between moments, then you'll learn so much and you'll have a much better experience if you're you're open to what's around you and you're witnessing everything instead of just closed off on your phone the whole time. One of my favorite things to do on set when I'm not necessarily right up in the scene acting, I love to observe and witness and be a fly on the wall because I learn so much, and talk at a respectful level so that you don't miss anything important, and prepare yourself emotionally for your scenes. Know what you're capable of and know that once you get on set, you're ready to achieve what you need to and what the director wants from you. Be confident in your creative choices and open and ready to collaborate with the director on what they want to see from the character as well. And don't get super stuck or married to one specific idea because it could change completely on the day on set, whether it's the script or the intentions and motivations that the director is giving you. This is a super exciting experience and you're gonna have the best time ever. Don't be afraid to ask questions and to have fun, but also stay professional and know set etiquette. Another important and crucial piece of advice I'm leaving with you is to know pictures up, rolling, action, and cut, and tail slate, and locking up. So a lot of times the PAs will be in lockups and you're not supposed to walk in and out of frame. They are there to keep the crew from walking into frame when they're not supposed to. You also might hear the term turning around or turning around the world, which means that they were filming facing this way, so all of the crew and all of the equipment was over here, and here's the set, which is a hot set if they're filming and working and stuff. But when they're turning around the world, that means all of the equipment and all of the crew members need to come on this side and they're switching, so then the set's over here. Or like if you're filming on location, all of the equipment might be over here and then they switch. I don't know if that makes sense. A lot of things, you'll hear the terms, but you won't really know them until you're on set experiencing and witnessing it. Locking up is when the PAs make sure none of the crew comes into the shot or is talking when they're rolling. Pictures up means that the camera is up and they're about to film. Rolling means that the camera is recording and sound is rolling. Sound speed is when the sound department is speeding, they are rolling their sound. And action, of course, that's your cue. Or background action, that's when the background starts walking. You might hear background action and then action, so they're two different cues. And then of course cut is when you're cut, and then tail slate is when they slate at the very end. So a lot of times on set, if you have all of those terms in one, you'll hear locking up or PAs lock it up, pictures up, sound speed, rolling, background action, action, cut, or tail slate. Another thing that you might hear when you're on set is hold. So you might hold for the plane going by, or you might hold for someone who's been walking in the frame. You might hear bogey because there's a pedestrian who's coming in and they're not supposed to be there. There are so many things that I'm blanking on right now because it's so hard to remember everything at once. I hope this gives you a little bit of insight into the things that you'll hear on set. You'll also see Video Village, which is a big tent with the monitors, and that's where a lot of times the directors and producers will spend their time watching the monitors back when you're on set doing your scene and the camera is picking it up and it's connected to the monitors so they get to watch playback. There are so many different set terms that you'll learn over the days and years that you've spent in this acting industry. I want this to be a safe place for you to ask any actor questions that you have, and I will answer them for you. And your fellow acting community can answer in the comments too. I really want you guys to feel like you have a place to go to lift each other up and to seek encouragement and motivation in this acting industry through this channel. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any more questions at all, any specific questions or concerns or things you want to know about, please let me know because I know I missed a few things. And if there are things that you already know I missed, comment below to help your fellow actor friends. I hope I didn't miss anything else. I'm so proud of you for going on set, whether you've booked a role or you're going on as crew or a PA or an extra, or your first time booking a lead role or booking a line in a project. I'm just so excited for you to be on set. Congratulations! I hope you have the best time ever. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and share with your friends who may find this helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video or on set. Bye!